Twisted Crone here. Just checking in. Gonna try to do a quick little croak and toke. I know that this is the first step I'm gonna have to start making every day to do what I have to do because I want to make a habit. Anytime you're gonna make a habit, you just do it over and over again until you cannot not do it any longer. Anyway, so here I am gonna do a quick little rundown of a reintroduction, basically. Why am I going to do a reintroduction? Twisted Crone, because I lost a good deal of my videos in a previous programming attempt, and so most of my videos are gone and they're outdated. So I'm here again, going to just try to say hey and figure out why I'm here. Well, I call myself the Twisted Crone because I like it. I actually got the name as a computer-generated avatar name during a video play back when real-life stuff was being played, and it was just a computer-generated nomiker, and I really liked it, so it stuck in my own. And so, you know, maybe 10-15 years later I'm still playing with the same name, so I like it. Anyway, I'm going to try to do a regular type of programming. It's a real life programming. Hello, just me. This is just me. I'm just an old lady living in a northern Cali area that I'm disabled. I stay at home and I get out and about and try to do what I can when I can, but primarily I'm from home. And so I want to and I like to advocate for cannabis use because I use medical cannabis in my ailments, my multiple ailments, and I think that it should be available for anybody to use if it is something that's going to help them. And so I like to do what I can to advocate for the safe use of cannabis. They are currently trying to figure out new laws here in California, so there'll be more on that later in my upcoming programming that I want to do a couple of interviews with people who are in the same kind of predicament that I'm in, that we use cannabis on a daily basis to manage our lives. And the stigma of doing that is horrendous. We're not a bunch of lazy ne'er-do-wells that lay around doing nothing, smoking our marijuana, eating ourselves into oblivion, and drooling on ourselves all day on the sofa. We don't live like that. I actually don't know anybody anymore that does live like that. I did at one time actually know somebody who kind of lived up to that description in the cannabis world, and he unfortunately passed away. And I'm not sure it had anything to do with his cannabis use. I think it's just more of a personality disorder, much like any kind of addiction that people give themselves over to and forget that they have lives to live. It could be video games, it could be overeating, it can be any number of things that people give themselves over to habitually that is doing themselves more harm than good. And in this case, for me, I would rather to maintain my life as is, that I'm not using a lot of pharmaceutical drugs that I otherwise would be using for pain management, and nerve and muscle disorders that kept me actually in a zombie-like state, that I was unable to do anything. So, that's who I am. I'm just a twisted old crone doing her thing here, uh, making the hustle and the shuffle to earn a few dollars, doing what I can here and there. I make a few things and sell a few things, and I really am just trying to wing my way into um, basically internet promotions. And so this is the social media of the world now. Nobody goes out and intermingles in clubs and other arenas when they're, basically homebodies. So we're here at home, but we're not zombies. So that's why I just want to reach out and let other people know that the stereotype of the stay-at-home stoner is not just drooling on themselves. I don't focus a lot on the smoking of the Joe. I do smoke it. I also take some edibles and oils and tinctures. It depends on different types of applications to which I'm applying them. It could be muscle issues, nerve issues, any number of anxiety problems. And so it just depends on the application as to the way in which it's delivered. Anyway, so on a normal average basis, I probably smoke more than any of the other applications. I don't go on about brands and mixes and kinds because I really don't pay much attention to that. I get most of my medication through donation, and I honestly may not know what they are. And so I just kind of take them as I get them, and I don't ask questions or want to know why. I just use it, and it helps me. So my focus is not on, ooh, this is a abadabba zowie maui. I don't do any of that. I sometimes might show something to do with, like cleaning my instrument on some videos. I have some of those because some people that never smoked before really were unaware of how to use this, how to get the marijuana in there and to poke it around and to, set a fire to it. So I have done, some couple of basic videos, and so people didn't feel like they had no clue. I don't know if those videos are even available anymore. Anyway, I just want to let the word be said here. I'm not a scholar. I am not a PhD. I am not an expert in anything. I don't proclaim to be some kind of a expert. I'm not an expert. I just, whatever I'm saying in here, whatever I do on my program, when on my show is just, whatever I'm doing is just me. And I'm really not advocating for outside of myself. I'm explaining my way, my world. So I'm not pushing anything on anybody. Just want to. I'm not educating people. I'm just showing people my way. So I just want to let you know. So, if I have to have a mission statement, it's just that I want to show that I'm regular people, and other regular people are living this way too. So if that's a mission statement, then that's what it is. My cannabis is not evil. Cannabis is not evil. That's my my purpose, is just to get that message out that cannabis is not evil. Now, I did want to bring up a couple of things that came up about some previous videos, some videos that were mishandled or mistaken or whatever you call it. I don't know. Anyway, so the number one thing I want to come out here and profess right away is I'm a mess. I'm a mess. I'm not a cleaning Nazi. I live life real. I have cats and dust, and you're gonna see sometimes a mess that that somebody somewhere. I have two-legged uh, people running through my life, and four-legged creatures also running through my life. So there's plenty of other things that I actually concern myself about. I'm sorry if you feel really put out that I'm not a clean freak and that I have, dust and dirt and things piled up sometimes wherever I am. And so I will apologize that it bothers you. I'm really sorry that that bothers you. And honestly, I'm just, amazed that you want to continue to watch my videos. I appreciate that. Thank you. Anyway, number two, I had a lot of rants and bad and really negative messages that always boil down to that they could do better, or they didn't like it and they wanted me to fix it or whatever. And it's like, well, okay, yeah. Anyway, so, and then the third thing, I'm like, I guess it's just the second half of the last one, which is I'm sorry things are not up to a standard that some people cannot appreciate. I am not really going to try to fix that. So good vibes to you and yours, and peace out. Really. Thank you. And then the last thing is, I guess my closing statement on this is, thank you for, coming, stopping by and seeing this, visiting my intro, or however you want to say it. You don't have to like me. That's okay, because I might not like you either. So to that I toast. Here's a toke for you and tall. Some only rise by measure of another's fall. There you go. Twist me out.